Alright, so we have a Submission to Dusk's queue here. It is Soulguard Planks and submitted by Charitable Cup. So all three of these really good players. Looks like Charitable beat with 38k, which is super low. That kind of shows it's an incredibly tough run. Looks like Mean beat it a little more handily, and it did take Evil out. My guess is at Seraph, or maybe 7, depending. So we'll see here. I don't find Soulguard particularly amazing in this combo, but it's at least better than Umbra, or better than Melting. Okay, Space Prism, very potentially good if I can get it. Incant Floor, Diligent annoying, Arcus fine, Talus Pusher not fine. Energy Siphon sucks. Starting with Preserve with Forgotten Power sucks. I mean, we don't start with any power, so we would definitely want to hopefully find Titan Channel. I think yeah, we got Titan Channel, so we're good to go there. I think with Soulguard, strongly prefer Dark Forge first. If I know I'm getting a Titan Channel or not getting a Titan Channel, that greatly influences what I take here. You know, like here I'll absolutely just take a Cheater's Hand. I mean, I probably would anyway, but say that this was not kind of, I'm not going to say improved Firebox is useless, but it's pretty speculative. It's almost always like kind of useless, I would say, but it can be very good. But let's say this was something like that would give me early game help, like a Jackstrips or something. Or maybe Advanced Prototype. Then I would absolutely take that over the Cheater's Hand here. But yeah, we'll take Cheater's Hand. Or Titan Channel, we have nothing to worry about. Seaweed? All of them are decent. Refracting lenses, maybe. I do have 2 of these already. I could start building up health. Umbra Amber definitely sucks. That also means these Space Prisms are less likely to be good. We need to hit a unit draft here then. Tempted to go Refracting Lenses. My reasoning here is it covers me. We could very well end up with like nothing from these Umbra Banner units. Literally nothing. Especially with Planks. You know, if I get I'd be looking for like a Shadow Eater or Alloy ideally. But yeah, like there's no temple here, so like it depends. We're probably at Ring 1 gonna be wanting to take something that's Morsel related, is my guess. I think Refracting Lenses is pretty good in this combo. There's a lot of cheap consumables, a lot of good consumables. So I'll take that. Plus it just is extra health and Diligent. If I can... What this protects me against is just getting bad banner units, because then I just leak. Should be fine. We're going to make 10 health back here. Might as well take the 75 gold. With Planks I may even just, you know, be able to destroy them. Might as well just have all these. Let's do that. That way I can plink these. Get some health. I don't remember if this actually eats. If it does, then sweet. If not, then yeah, it doesn't eat them. Good to know. I mean, this is definitely GG. Alright, we gained 10 health there, which means I didn't leak anything. Crystalline Seeds is actually tempting here. Would kill a backliner in Talos. It would be 5 additional health times, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm basically taking 40 health by taking that. Plus whatever I save by clearing out backliners that I otherwise wouldn't clear out. Could also just play it on the floor. Offering token is pretty good though. Especially if I can get a crit builder. I think with the space prisms I may not really need to spell chain them. I mean, it's honestly unlikely that they're going to be that good for me anyway, since it's Umbra and I just missed on a banner unit. Like, my likelihood to actually put together a Siren Floor is ever waning. Ever so waning, though I suppose mid-floor Intrinsic Space Prism Spell Chain would be good. I think I'll take this. Okay, I think we take the Making a Morsel. I really want to take that Space Prism though. I think we should take the Making of a Morsel though. Now we could go left here, which kind of goes against everything I just did here, but it wouldn't be that out of the question to go left. It's pretty much Alloy or Bust here. Even a Shadow Eater isn't doing anything in this combo, and none of the other Ember Banner units exist. Alloy is the only thing that exists. I think we need to try for it though, because here's the thing. If this Stygian banner is a brick, if it's like double sweeper and I don't get any Stygians here, I don't get any unit drafts there, then we need every chance to get an Alloy that we can. So we'll try for it here. Okay, quick with Alloy is great. So let's hope it's an Alloy. Fuck. It is not an Alloy. So we probably just take the Morsel Maker. How unfortunate, but this is what you get. This is what you get with, I mean, the Morsel Master could be doable with the Making of a Morsel. It is at its best with that. It also costs a little less. Decision. Maybe I do actually take Morsel Master here. I think with the thing, it's pretty good. 10 and Pierce on a Plink is ambitious. I could just add health and damage shield here. For now. Oh my god. So this map is horrible. I'm just noticing here that this Hellvent self-infused Alloy basically could just even not happen. Like, let's say I find an Alloy here. I would obviously not be getting that Hellvent if I find it here. I would have to like find another Alloy here, because that's the last, like these temples are the last temples, and then The only other Hellvent's here, and then there's no temples. So basically what I'm saying is self-infused alloy doesn't happen. I will say this. Worst comes to worst, let's say I'm stuck with alloy as my best unit. I could put the Morsel Maker into the alloy. Then I'm at least feeding it better, but it obviously is not as good because it doesn't get the extra strike. I think given how fucked up everything is, I don't know that I can take that upgrade. Actually, even as strong as I am right now, I'm more worried about the mid game here. So yeah, we're just gonna not take any shards. Okay. We hope for either a Siren or an Alloy, or a Rare. But I'm not gonna lie, the 10 armor here is rough. But we have Titan channels, so we should be fine. It obviously nullified like all of our spells, though. Let's do this. We're just gonna get an incant up here. There's no point in doing anything else. Might have actually been better to feed that to that, because now I'm not able to get that. Like I should have actually maybe not done that last incant there. Oh well. I suppose Cheater's Hand with Offering Token isn't that good either. I could have thought about that. I always forget about that, honestly. Would be nice to kill that guy. Don't think it. Yeah, that's just not so good for me. Oh, we're at least back to even on health. We'll gain health still. If I could do it over again, I think I would take the crystalline seeds. I think Cheater's Hand makes the Offering Token a bit worse, but whatever. And of course, simply, obviously the seed has the cards it'll have anyway, but as is tradition, if you take Offering Token, you'll never, ever see Crypt Builder. Ever. Do we want a Grat? Grat's tough for me to take here. I've got so much discard. I think it's either Crystallis or nothing. I'm open to the Crystallis. Okay, Interm Assault is not good enough, and as good as Mindclefs is, I think I'm just going to take the Space Prism. Alright, Alloy, and I guess, and I really wanted to hit this Merchant of Magic, but I think we have to hit this Hellvent. It's getting down to the wire now. As we've seen here, like, if I don't get a Siren here, or an Alloy here, then I absolutely have to hit this Hellvent. There's a high likelihood of that exact scenario happening. Like, enough that I think it's just, we have to do the Hellvent on the Alloy here. To prepare for the worst. Take a look here first. Every now and then we'll get a lifesteal morsel, but not really. Like, right now it's really just the making of a morsel. Plinks are not going to generate us that much. So, like, I could just give 10 health to everything. That also does, technically, mean if I could also combo with... Well, let's put it this way. If I can keep my shards right to 100, I can play Morsel's top. with this. If I get a hammered chest plates, I even get some additional leeway. So let's try to plan out how we would get to 100. If I take 25 there for sure, that puts me to 40. If I take these, that puts me to 70. If I take this and this, that puts me to 90. Then I just take a 10. Like we would take an intrinsic, pierce, or purge. All of those are takeable. Pierce probably surprisingly the least takeable at the moment, but because I don't really need a spell chain. Intrinsic would be much better. I don't really need -2 at the moment. I don't need +30. So I think that's the plan. Go right to 100. We stick to that plan. I could switch it up by hell-venting sharded stuff, if I do to change up, or just not take like a divine healing here and there. Okay, for this fight, what am I doing with alloy? I just can't put it up top, unfortunately, with the soul guard, so it has to go mid unless I want to save it. She'll be back is the problem. I think I do want to save it though. Let's just go. I do want the alloy up top. I can make it work with the Morsel Master, I think. Yeah, let's go. It isn't really gonna work. But at the same time, don't we just want it there as a chump blocker? Because I only have the one card for it, the Making of a Morsel. If that's the case, I should put it actually in the back here. So, yeah, it's just gonna be beef in front of the Soul Guard, and Soul Guard can eventually get pushed to the back to beat Relentless. I could hold another one of these as eventual future beef. We have another space prism, right? I don't know that I want to do this, because she could just be back next turn. And if that's the case, we do want Soul Guard getting pushed back. So... Alright, she's back. We'll, hold this. Just gonna have to take the 5 there. There's not a whole lot I can do about that otherwise. I did that in the wrong order, but whatever, this is fine. Definitely want to do that. Don't want to play that. Keep eating up the lifesteal, I think. Be nice to feed this once. It's a lot of damage though. Get rid of that last lifesteal. We might as well save this. Well, if we're gonna get Crystal, not really. You can go here. Draw into that. Damn it. Alright, looks like we get through it. Couldn't draw the Crystallis, but whatever. Looks like it didn't really matter. Alright, I think I navigated that one pretty well. Potentially was the hardest fight. Damn, I was really hoping for something Morsel related. Oh, that sucks. These are horrible. These are fucking absolute trash. I could take the spike though, just because I have the refracting lenses. And also, you never know. We don't have the firebox possibility, but we still could get X-Cost possibility, or maybe a Hell's Banners, which would make some potential for this to actually do something. I just don't know that it's worth adding. But I think with the refracting lenses and a little bit of upside, keep in mind if I sap Divinity, that's a good thing for me. Guess it's takeable. Okay, well. Honestly, I don't even know if it's that good. But, I mean, I'll take it. So, obviously Petrified Heart looks a little stupider now. But I think we're just going to take the Morsel Maid and put the alloy into it. Yeah. I mean, that's absolutely happening. Well, that was unexpected. I did not expect to see a Morsel Maid on this run. We might want heal. I probably want the... I can probably do a lot here. I can probably do a lot here. So I can just... Yeah, I think we'll take this for sure. I don't think I'll be dying to Relentless. And I can frontline with Titan Channel, 90 health Titan Channel, and then have the Morsel Maid dude in the back. I think we could take Corrupted Cloud. It's a little risky. Mainly with, I don't know though, added health is, like, I'd like to run Morsel Master, Morsel Maid with the Alloy Infusion and Titan Channel on my floor. Is that crazy? I feel like it's not that crazy. Would they die because of this? Because I would like to get the heal. Oh, you know what? I can't heal the Petrified. So you just won't take those then. Good catch. Good catch, Gabriel. Go left for a quick or multi, and not much else. Go to the right, and probably there's Titan Sentry that could be takeable. Otherwise, I wouldn't take the Sirens at this point. As much as I hate Morsel Maid, kinda is the guy. Now I'm actually feeling these. Like, we don't have to keep the shard to 100 anymore, because I have a fucking Morsel Maid. So, there was the chest plates anyway. I think we can probably proc Shadowbox. So I don't know. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but it doesn't feel horribly cursed so far. It's weird, but I think I'm gonna put the Pierce on one of these and the 30 on another. Just so I have more of a spread. We'll put the alloy into the Morsel Maid. Don't ever do it the other way. Does feel a bit of a waste to remove units when I can just play them out, but with the amount of Ember I have, it's going to be an issue. Absolutely not. I would just self-infuse my Morsel Maid if I have to, although I guess that can't happen because of the Hellvent situation. Either way, Guard of the Unnamed is just unnecessary. He's very beefy for a backliner. It's like normally I'd probably just remove units here, but Maybe a Siphon and a Forgone Power, just given that I can purge the other stuff so naturally. This alloy does cost a lot, is the problem. Like, maybe I would just remove that, but I'm going to be greedy here. I need to keep some spells because Diligent, but I think Forgone Power is not the card I'd want for spell fodder. I would keep the Plinks instead. Alright, we got 100 health. Heaven's Seal. I did go to 75 shards there, so I don't know that I like Heaven's Seal here. That's very risky. The boss is really easy. Going top does mean my Titan channel will get a bit more. We could always go bottom. Either way, no way am I risking a Heaven's Seal here. Okay, we got both of these. That's good. Yeah, let's just set up top. It's fine. And we'll destroy that. I think we're going to want to pop this thing. Alright, we got you. That's great. Not the best fight for Plinks, by the way. I think we just go for the safe call here. Let's get an extra thing. And actually, I could do this. Nice. Alright, you have 4 feel. That's great. Let's get another thing. We're gonna get rid of you. Damn it. Got fucked on the goddamn discard, causing me to take 1,000,000 damage. It's actually crazy how bad that bad RNG there was just for me. Look at that shit. Half my fucking pyre health because it decides to like 1 out of 5 me. Whatever. 31. It won't kill anything here is the problem. So shouldn't I just fuel up? I think I should. We definitely don't want this thing dying. Put this here. No harm, no foul in that, right? Just give me a Ember Drain, but I need to make sure that I don't lose my actual units. We'll hold that right for the boss. That should pretty much guarantee me. Really. Hell, dude. What a horrible fight. What a horrible fucking fight. An awful fucking... Well, certainly I made the right call by not doing the fucking whatever. Jesus, dude, am I literally gonna fucking die here? I guess I'm gonna actually have to use the spike here. This is an absolute joke. An absolute fucking joke. So fucking... Alright. Yeah, you're not dying, so that's great. Can you die though? Good. Am I good into stealth boss? I honestly don't fucking know. I have morsel generation, but it's not great. Drain definitely need that, absolutely. I could maybe work with a gem trove. that would make it easier for me to go right, which I think I want to do. Merchant of Steel, really it is just multi or bust at this point. I think we take the Vortex. The Vortex isn't that necessary anymore, but I think just to get this gem, like the gem trove is necessary. So we need to get that to a playable level. -2 would do it. Intrinsic, we could go here. If I get a holdover though, I would want to just intrinsic the other thing. Shit Frost. Let's put a 10 there. Let's get this to... I mean, I could hold that over at a -2. Horrible. The worst upgrades possible. Whatever. Also -2 and consume, remove that. That could be actually okay. But we kind of need that more, I think. And just intrinsic the space prism, I guess. Well, I don't need to. I don't need to intrinsic that. I don't need to intrinsic anything. Let's just get the gem trove. Let's not be greedy. Let's just get this down to a 1. And then I can hellvent that. And that can be what I do. Crystallis is already kind of just not useful to me. Let's get rid of it. Get rid of their Forgone Power. And fight. Alright, no stealth boss, no worries. Just gotta still make sure we don't lose any units, though. Mark should be fine. Can help us with the bad plinks. It's like a positive. This thing costing Ember is not the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. That was my fears of... I guess I was pretty likely to get a rubber morsel there, so I should have not thrown the morsel maker back, but it's okay. The morsel master, I mean. I'm down to Ember Drain here, it's fine. It's like a lot of stats I would give up if I don't do that. Just want the incants. Splink has a 75% chance to hit here, which is our best chance, so let's try for that. Pretty good. Pretty good. I need to get rid of the energy siphon. If I'm not going to get like an ancient synergy or a ice empire, which at this point it's actually decently unlikely that I don't, then we should do that. Oh. Totally knew that was coming. Never for a second did I doubt it. Guess I could have drawn into that. Yeah, this guy is done for. actually. So we'll just do that, right? Right, you are dead. So I did the wrong one, whatever. Heal blocked. Second Harness the Titan. Crystalline Seeds for Diligent and just some more health might be okay. The rest of these are probably skips. Titan's Tooth maybe could be takeable. I mean, I will say I have 3 big strikes. We do kind of hope for some removal to make up for that 4th one or a multi-strike. So, I mean, you know, maybe Harness the Titan, I don't know. I do have these plinks. It's actually almost making sense. But at the same time, it really doesn't. It's just so bad. It's just so bad. I have never once taken it and not regretted it. It's only 5. Maybe it was 10. If it was 10, it'd be usable, I think. In the DLC world, it's so incredibly slow. You'd have to hold it over and spell chain it, I think, for it to ever make sense. I don't know, I could just take a Crystalline Seeds, I could take a Titan's Tooth. The Titan's Tooth would be okay. I mean, I could hold it for specifically when I have the offering token. And it's not a good Diligent fodder is a thing, but I don't know. I could definitely see some fights. Like if I run to like Ring 7 Shade Wings, for example, it could be a godsend. I think we'll take that. Okay, Ember Cache into Diligent I'm liking, but a second Gem Trove. I don't know, I can't really play it though. I have to go to that magic when I kinda want that steal. I'm already gonna Hellvent the current Gem Trove. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I do need this magic though, because that steel's getting hit. So maybe this is the magic that I need to hit. Either way, I'd be adding it. I think the Ember Cache is fine here. Diligent. Okay, I believe we would want this. I can't think of why we wouldn't. I have a lot of money, but I think we definitely want to get the Gem Trove popped here. Oh. What the hell? Did I recheck the... They said it was horrible Soulguard Plink Seed. This does not seem very horrible to me. I'm not mean. I don't mean that to like throw shade. My guess is they just somehow went down a line that didn't end up here, but I don't know. This looks pretty high rolly to me. So yeah, we'll Hellvent the Gem Trove. Really don't need that Siphon, but maybe it's okay more so than the Forgotten Powers. Definitely we do that. I will say we do need to find the Space Prism soon, which we do. So that's good. I'll Ember Drain. It's fine. Could have tried to Plink first, and my likelihood for rubber was pretty high, but why not just do the Gem Trove? Rally. Could have maybe just not popped there, but Soul Guard kind of just isn't really needed in this run. This is a really good Diligent card too, Preserve. Oh. Kinda actually hurt me there. I don't get as many morsels. Well, I can get one here. Is a fine turn for the incant. I don't need the damage shields, just need to eat. By the way, I've complained about this before, but I'm going to complain about it again. It's ridiculous that Shadowbox can't just keep proccing after an additional 20 eaten. And it's also ridiculous that Forgotten Name or whatever, or not Forgotten Name, the one where you get +1 spell damage for 3 spells played, it's ridiculous that that one is limited to once a turn. When you have like shit like Karuska and double, double incant and Ashes of the Fallen have no limit, like, it doesn't make much sense. I could technically use the offering token here, but there's not much point. Let's give that guy some frostbite. By that guy, I mean Arcus. We can pop you, right? A large and in charge dude here. Here. Bye-bye to your spell shield. GG. Gotta give him everything you got, you know. No half measures. Furnace tap. Probably usable, but very iffy. Especially in a Diligent. I mean, to be fair, there weren't many rares here other than Ice and Pyre or Ancient Synergy that I wanted to see. Maybe Umberstone. Well, definitely Umberstone. Furnace Tap is almost good enough. I think it's unnecessary, and yeah, I'm not going to take it. Ember could help, but I'm just going to go draw. So I could go either way here. We were going to go Magic. It's looking less enticing to me here. I am not in dire need of like a double stack, a consume remove, or a holdover. Or even, like, the Ember reductions would be all I'm interested in. Whereas if I go to the right, I would start to want to quit, because we somehow haven't really hit removal cards, even though we're Stygian. There's no Ice Storm, there's no whatever you call it. Cavern could be probably just as good as Herzl Horde. I mean, we've seen everything we need to see artifact-wise. I may even just skip the Divine Horde at this point. Alright, we need to hit these first. I'd greed for quick multi if I can. Or just get the absolute worst shit. That works too. Yeah, just give me the absolute worst shit. It works as well. Okay, bye-bye to the final Forgotten Power. So I think there's... the Ancient Synergy isn't as good anymore, because unless I'm really going to give up this Steel and Hellvent at the next ring. Because at 3, it's unplayable to me. So it'd really just be Ice and Pyre. Keep in mind, we only get one choice here. And Umbra... unfortunately, you know, Shroud Spike's not going to work. Shroud Mitosis isn't going to work. I think we've determined we don't want Furnace Tap. Though maybe now that I've bricked on this Merchant of Steel, the Furnace Tap is a little more worth considering. But Umbra Stone would be very good. Umbra Stone would probably be on par with the Ice and Pyre, especially since we don't have any temples and we don't have any Merchant of Magics that we really want to hit. I think a Hellvent's pretty important here. So I think it is Umbra that wins, and we really just want Umbra Stone, but we may take the Furnace Tap at this point. I don't know that we want a Wretch, honestly. Like, it could actually screw us over. You know, we're hitting enough gem troves that there will be a point where it makes it so we're only drawing morsels. And that might not be the best thing. Also, if I draw it somehow before the stuff, it's not that good. You almost always would be okay with a Wretch. But I'm just not entirely certain that we want it here. I could always just not play it. I could always just not play it. But I mean, think of it this way. I'm going to Hellvent the Gem Trove. And then, you know, I could just say also that for Divinity, the Shadow Box probably takes care of my problem of not enough hits. I may just be fine. I don't think I take the Wretch. Like, once I play like 3 Gem Troves, it's now like unplayable. Well, when I play the 4th Gem Trove, it's... I don't know. I probably could have took it. I think I am going to skip this. I mean, I could take it, but it's like, what would I want at this point? Like, even like a double incant doesn't do anything for me. Even the Spell Weakness top is not necessarily doing anything for me. I don't actually have any removal. We just want to see Gem Trove often, and I don't know. I don't think much here helps us with that. Might as well just keep the sweep damage down a little bit. I'm still going to try for quick multi on the left. I would have maybe took a 25 health there. I don't know. I think Spike should be fine. I've got a lot of gold, but I don't really see how this is hard for me here. Shoot. I try to greed for this. Drawing half the deck, I was like, it'd be very unlikely for me to not find a Space Prism here. So 1 tooth. Like adding Wretch here, for example, would just not really. Like let's say I get the Wretch, but then I don't find the Space Prism, then I'm screwed, right? Like it's kind of win more, I feel. Right, we want to just incant up here, I'm pretty sure. It would be nice to kill that, but I can plink that. Although I guess I can't blink it if I already blinked there, but that's fine. Just draw into this. We're popped. I'm never going to be able to predict that thing when I'm playing Morsel Made. My brain is certainly off. Yeah, I mean, if I can play enough to proc it again, it should just allow me to. It's ridiculous that it doesn't. Oops, I fucked that up. I mean, if I can't get my hands out with a gem trove, certainly with a fucking wretch, there's no way I could, and then I'd just be drawing only morsels, which I guess isn't the worst thing in the world, but it could be. Like, it could be. Alright, this run's gonna go on long enough. Let's just get him. There's an ice storm. But again, at this point, I can't see myself going to the right. So I could take the drain, like another drain, just start stacking sap. I don't mind it. I don't think it's amazing. It's not the best thing into Diligent. Maybe I like the Guardian's Amulet more here. I don't know. I think I'll take the drain though. I cannot use these. No way. Alright. Feeling okay about this. We got a lot of money here. Like, this is the forgotten name. That is the maybe I had the name right. But anyway, like, yeah, this is ridiculous. Like, I mean, even I don't think Fossilized Fangs is good, but even if Gorge was good, which I have the one unit where it is good, the fact that this doesn't have any limit is also kind of inconsistent, right? Why is this, like, one magic power is so slow, it's so nothing. Like, dude, if I can play 6 or 9 cards a turn, I should be fucking rewarded for that with this. Like, I should be able to build around that. I can't build around anything with this. You know? It's horrible. That being said, with all this gold there, and the fact that I really don't need to remove anything other than maybe the energy siphon, like, I'm even wondering if I want to remove that. It's like okay spell fodder. Like, I probably just won't remove it. Like, I probably should just buy this and this, not that. There's just not much else I can do with this money. Commemorative Spike is probably not good. Concussive Coals is takeable for the Scourge Shufflers. Okay, we got the multi. I don't really need quick, but I don't really need anything. Yeah, I mean, if it's gonna give me quick, I'm gonna take it. Perfect. Alright. Should be a win. We'll still take the Gem Trove because it's definitely the best card. Still want to use it to keep our guys alive. But we're banging now. We are a huge, huge ring there. Right, we have quite a lot to do here. Quite a lot to do. Definitely Ember could be usable. Concussive Coals at least hit there, which is nice. Get some more fodder for some of these other turns. Really? Really? You got 3 of the 5 targets that would die in one hit. It hits this motherfucker twice. Go fuck yourself. Go actually just fuck yourself. Be fine here. Trust me on that. Take 15. But I'll get back that health. Oh, actually, I take the armor anyway. Okay, we need that. Let's pop one of these fuckers, I think. Yeah, I can pop that fucker. Confused. Why did I not get a... Oh. Trader's Quill killed it then? Link RNG sure has been trash here. We're just gonna take the 2 here. That should help. Four would have to hit twice. Still haven't fucking did this. I'm gonna try for this though. Yeah, that is not the way I thought it would go, but I'll take it. Probably should have actually kept that. But it's all good. Let's get rid of this. Guess I should have played the spike there, I don't know. Probably should have just played the spike there. Gemchev probably beats making of a morsel. Oh, it's... I don't know. For some reason I was thinking it still costs 3. Don't know why I would think that. We'll try to get the discard here. Not a 3. Probably at the point now where we're pretty set. I can just get a week. Well, let's do this. You're so stupid. Doubt I'll be needing any of this, but just trying to maintain good form here. Alright, bye. There we go. And I don't foresee any issues with this fight, to be honest. We have somehow drawn both banners at the start in like almost every fight. It's kind of ridiculous. Get around Ember Drain by doing this. You're so stupid. Clink into divinity. Such a charm. Make sure that I pop this up here. I don't think I've gotten a single discard to go my way. Clinks have been utterly atrocious. What the fuck? I think I want to get an extra. Instead of sapping for 1, I want an extra incant here. I do need this Titan Channel ready to go for this fight. There we go. Once again, I had no idea it was coming, but we'll just ignore that fact. I have a fucking offering token in this deck, or what? Aha, I hit one. To Titan Channel, then I need 70, so we'll just have to probably think of something for that floor. Probably just a big plank or yeah, Titan Channel works. Titan Channel works. Titan's Tooth even. Should actually do this actually don't have enough damage here to hit to one-shot those, so I should actually. That's not the direction I thought I would go, but I'll take it. We're getting good attack here. Be up to that ridiculous 290 mark before too long. This is, by the way, why you never go Morsel-Made into Alloy. I'd be missing out on so many stats here if I did that. Especially with the fossilized fangs. Whatever, we're just gonna draw here anyway. Let's try. Now we got this floor to deal. This floor is gonna probably hurt us. There's unfortunately not a whole lot I can do about that. I probably should just try to sap the dudes that I can't kill. So I can kill 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can just sap this guy to oblivion. Yeah, that'll do. That will do. This guy won't grow big enough to like take me, so this is fine. And I didn't really need to incant there, but I guess I'm just asserting dominance or something. Surprised I've done so much damage to Divinity. Wasn't paying a whole lot of attention, but it's good. Alright, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it was massively blessed or anything, but it definitely didn't feel very cursed to me. You know, there are seeds where Morsel-Made does suck when you find it, like Ring 4. That's usually when I don't already have an alloy that was just shoved down my throat. And also that I just don't have any other units to choose from. Like, to me, the Morsel-Made and alloy are like literally shoved down your throat in this run. So I'd be curious as to what people are doing here to not end up with it. So I mean, me end up with the same Morsel-Made that I did, and actually arguably the same Morsel Maker. And as you can see, we had smooth runs. We had very similar choices. I don't mind the seaweed here. I was like almost gonna pick it there. I don't know that I like Firebox over Cheater's Hand though. I like the Petrified Heart given the situation we're in. Look at this. We're like so very close here. He found a Wing Steel. Probably just means he went a different. He probably took boons that I did. That's my guess. So I think I did skip one technically. I don't know about the Cannibalize. Did end up with the Furnace Tap, which I think is acceptable. If we weren't going to end up with that extra strike, this would have been doable. Same type of thing with the Gem Trove. I mean, we had very, very similar ideas here. It's like, that's what I would expect to happen. I like those, but... And see, the trial... I guess if they didn't take trial, right? That would be my thought. Because the alloy was at this trial. They even took the Morsel, making a Morsel to like prepare for an Umbra line. So mean, at the end of the day, it still does have, it still won, right? But this is just so much harder, it looks like. You do have multi-striking Nameless Siren ×2 with a Titan channel. That's a good floor. So, like, it just, the problem here is, well, I'm surprised they didn't go quick. Settling for the 10. They didn't take the trial there, which I guess makes sense. It would wreck them. That's maybe just an issue. They didn't have enough money to get the quick. Because then they could have hellvented this at the end there. I assume they're hellventing at that last hellvent. I assume they're fighting multi-strike at the last thing. Of course, a lot of those assumptions might not actually be true. There's an intrinsic there. I gotta say though, I do think it was better to take the refracting lenses over the seaweed. I don't think it's massively better. But I'm just thinking through, like, they might have been forced, like if they're taking so much damage here, like they might have been forced down some of the lines they took because they were on low pyre health. Yeah, this just looks like a much harder run. It also didn't help that there's just not much removal offered. I would say if they were offered some removal, this wouldn't be as bad. Just my assumption here is that like keeping this floor alive was probably a nightmare. Yeah, I still think I don't think there's any world on this run where I'm not ending up with an alloy here and then I'm not ending up with the Morsel-Made. I just don't think I would ever go the, you know, at that point you're looking at a vanilla Nameless Siren that may never find multi-strike versus a Morsel-Made that absolutely has multi-strike, right? Then Evil had the self-infused alloy. So I like that they ended up down the alloy run, though I just don't think I would do that when a Morsel-Made is offered. It is nice to have the extra strike. And yes, you have the Petrified Heart, so you know that, and eventually there's wing technology, so you know that like top floor is doable. And yet still I would value the ability to just spam out morsels with Morsel-Made more. It also allows me to go above 100 to 105 shards if I want to. And you know, you're giving up, what you're giving up is you're giving up one strike for the ability to, you know, you'll get enough fuel with the Morsel-Made, but you're also getting a lot more extra strats, you know, however many times you gorge 2 and 2, right? But then moreover, you just have the massively increased flexibility to gorge a shitload, right? You just can't gorge a shitload in this scenario. So I think that they just made it harder on the by doing the self-infused alloy. Keep in mind, even with a large stone, you have a lot of pip on this run, but still, it's like that is one less morsel to gorge. I could see not finding quick being tough here. Also, just, I don't know. It is nice to have that. I think they might have benefited from having a Morsel Mastery. Unless they were able to fill up the whole thing each turn. I just don't know. With only 1 gem trove and 2 making of a morsels, there's not really that much. There's not enough morsel generation that I think you're actually, I don't know that you're actually filling up your morsels every turn. So I can see why that one was tough. But yeah, for us, it was really smooth. because of Morsel Made, and Morsel Made is, as much as I hate the unit, pretty busted. Anyway though, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.